I figured they wanted to get me by the airport. I thought I'd be happy to get you by the airport. I was like, why do you stay out? All right, we'll call the meeting to order. We'll start with an invocation by Pastor Sean Johnson.
Let us pray. Good evening, God. We give you thanks for this day that you have created and blessed us with. We give you thanks for the work that you have called us to do. God, we pray that your blessing would be upon this meeting. We pray that you would grant these civic leaders compassion and wisdom, and that their decisions be in accordance with your will. We ask this in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start the meeting with a roll call.
Mayor Jeff Phillips.
Here.
Clerk Treasurer Shelby Keys. Here. Council members Russ Overton.
Here.
Kevin Arnold.
Here.
Noel Weiser. Here. Jeff Rayburn.
Here.
And Ernest Watson Jr.
Here.
City Attorney Todd Sammons.
Here.
Building Commissioner Josh Davis.
Here.
Cemetery Caretaker Joe Effinger.
Here.
Fire Chief Kenny Hahn.
Here.
Police Sergeant Davis.
Here.
Utility Office Manager Heather Smart. Lead Line Foreman Garrett Welker.
Here.
Park Superintendent Heather Hall.
Here.
Street, Water, Sewer, Sanitation Superintendent Bryce Black.
Here.
And Gas Superintendent Todd Wilson.
Here. All right. Council, you reported the minutes of the last meeting. How would you like to act on those minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as received.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Is there anyone here for citizens' comments at this time? Yes, sir.
I'm here on behalf of St. Augustine Schools. We are wanting to...
Would you state your name?
Oh, Billy Pansky. We are wanting to request a temporary road closure of Susan Street between Weston and McKinley on April 26th from approximately 3 p.m. to approximately 10 p.m.
This is for an event.
Yes, we are doing a fundraising community outreach, so bring the kids and the family out.
I think we probably need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve the road closure request by St. Augustine.
Have a second. There's been a motion and a second to approve the road closure on Susan Street between Weston, is it?
Yes, Weston and McKinley.
And McKinley on April 26th from 3 to 10 p.m.
That is correct.
All
Thank
those
you.
in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All right. Thank you, Joel. Anyone else from the public? All right. Then we'll move into our agenda, and first on our agenda is a resolution 062025. I'll go ahead and read the resolution, and then we'll ask the council how they want to act on it. We have the women's or Lady Bombers here, basketball team, who made it to the state finals. It was awesome to get to see you guys play during the regular season and then follow you all through the tournament too. I congratulate you guys and your coach. And one of the ways we wanted to recognize you is through a resolution. So hang on, the mayor will try not to fumble this up too badly, all right? Whereas the 2024-25 Lady Bombers basketball team, coached by Wes Radke, was the first in Risborough Central High School history to win back-to-back Hoosier Conference championships, a regional championship, a semi-state championship, and play in the IHSAA championship game. And whereas Rensselaer Central Lady Bombers basketball team ended the season ranked number 2 in Class 2A with a record of 26-3. And whereas making it to the 50th Indiana Women's Basketball State Championship game, a first for any Rensselaer basketball team, before eventually falling to the number 1 ranked South Knox team, which ended the most successful postseason run in Rensselaer Central basketball history. Therefore, now be it resolved that the members of the City of Rensselaer's Mayor's Office and the City Council do hereby congratulate and honor the 2025 Rensselaer Central High School Lady Bombers basketball team, and urges all citizens to reflect on the dedication, determination, resiliency, and perseverance that enabled the team to make its historic run. And be it further resolved that a copy of this proclamation be included in the official minutes of the City of Rensselaer Council meeting as a lasting testament for the appreciation and affection the community has for our 2025 Class 2A State runner-up Lady Bombers basketball team. Congratulations. All right. Council, somebody want to make a motion to approve Resolution 06?
I'd make that motion to approve it.
I'll second.
This is awesome. We got everybody ready to first and second. There's been a motion and a second to approve Resolution 06-2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, Council. And again, congratulations on you guys. What I'd like to do, we have to get this signed yet. I'm going to get you guys copies for everybody on your team. But if you would come up with the background here, and our council, if they'll stand up in the background, maybe even all of our council people, the clerk treasurer, we'll get a picture of you guys. We ceremoniously hand this to you.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm a blonde.
There, go right to the back.
Are you stealing the white I'm like, have someone hold the side. Tell them to smile. Hey, are you going to get this picture?
All right. Left hand, or you should be getting used to this.
Oh. Smile for the picture.
Well, thank you, sir. Congratulations. 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 We'll see you soon. Yeah. We're not going to see you soon. I got a feeling. Congratulations, guys, and good luck next year. You bet. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's all these guys. They're the ones that couldn't make it. Let me turn around.
I know you. Good job, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, man. Let's go.
Good to see you.
That was very fun, though. What a great year.
That was awesome.
What, like 9 miles?
It is.
Waiting for our production team to catch up.
Was he just now walking in?
It's in
I think he's probably got enough pictures. And we can get him a picture. All right, next on our agenda is the contribution request for Jasper County Economic Development. Sarah, I see your slide is on there. I don't know if it's working. Okay.
Yes. Well, and probably, do we need to turn that so you can see it?
Can we turn one on? Yeah, we can turn this.
I didn't realize that wasn't gonna face you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Is everybody can see now? Okay. Well, thank you for having me. This is just going to be an update on the things that we've been working on in the past year and allow you to ask any questions or anything like that. So we're Jasper County Economic Development as well as Tourism, and I'm Sarah DeYoung. I'm the Executive Director. So another overview, I don't feel like there's any new council members, but maybe there's people in the audience who haven't heard my spiel at a chamber meeting or anything like that. We are a 501c3. We were established in 1986. We have a 20-member board, so Noel is one of our board members. Our board leadership, Rodney Urbano is our chairman, Reem Bontrager is our vice chair, David Del Principe is our treasurer, John Kripe is our secretary. John Kripe is the town manager for Remington. And then Jeremy Sheetland of Titan is our former board chair. So we keep the board chair on even after their term ends, so they can't leave with all their experience. And the board leadership is on for 3-year terms. So those names might be familiar from the spiel last time. Okay, we're also Jasper County Tourism Commission. So the Tourism Commission is a government board by the county. It is appointed by the county and the city of Rensselaer. It's one appointment, so there's 5 members. We have an MOU with them to provide staff and services, and then grants are awarded for like capital projects like the ball fields here in Rensselaer, or Wheatfield is interested in doing, Wheatfield Township is interested in doing a splash pad, so we anticipate seeing an application for that. It's anything that promotes local events, tourism, and quality of life. Okay, so JCEDO's mission is to strengthen and diversify the local economy, attract quality jobs, and encourage entrepreneurial growth to create opportunities for Jasper County and its residents. And we have 5 areas that we focus on: business retention and expansion, workforce development, small business development, community engagement, and tourism. So our goals: Jasper County has 5 interstate exits. Rensselaer has the 215 exit, and that's an asset, but we are just focusing on people getting on and off the interstate and not guiding them into our communities. That is a missed opportunity. We have to make communities we're seeing and staying in. So that's part of my mission, is to not only create more information about the sites that you have and areas for development, but also ensure that that guides people further into your downtown and your corridor, because that's really your asset. That really is a strength that all of our communities have, is we have great communities, we have great schools, we just need people to know more about them. So trying to leverage that I-65 access along with our land availability, water, quality schools. A part of what I'm doing is improving site information, increasing the number of sites that we have available. There's several in Remington, but we don't have as many along Rensselaer's 114 as we could, and then also more data and information and photos. So along business retention and expansion, we're trying to connect more youth to the workforce. So right now we're working on Work and Learn in Indiana. That is where you can do an internship through a local employer, and they get paid 50% back. It's in cooperation with the school. You can apply through the state compensates the employer. So we're going through that right now with Chiefs, Apple Tree, and then I think Castonia's is also signed on. We're also working with Indian Trails, the local co-op, as far as to get more of the local employers plugged into the co-op works to do the learning programs that are at the schools, to just make sure that there's increased connection there. Then we've also done job fairs in the past. Those have been really appreciated by the employers, but the schools right now, we will probably not do a job fair this spring because there have been new graduation requirements, like diploma requirements, so the counselors are a little overwhelmed with that. So we said that's fine. We will work on the Work and Learn and revisit the job fair. It is my desire, but we don't have the capacity at this time. Maybe if we get some more people that are willing to take on some of the work, to do a youth expo, like a 2-day leadership training conference with speakers, prizes, you go through and you get your resume looked at, you get interview skills and tips, like make it a big event. But that requires a lot of logistics, so that's probably a next year plan. So allowing business retention and expansion, we helped with the White Castle tax abatement, FBI tax abatement, Wheatfield Grain did one, and then working with current employers in the area. Several could expand, like ConAgra and Advanced Auto, but they cannot get the people. So it does not make sense for them to do that at this time. So working to address housing, schools, and childcare. So along workforce development, we have done a high school and industry career fair in the past. We would like to put up a local job bank. Soft skills development is something we hear a lot from employers, just getting people that realize, the importance of showing up on time, coming in every day, what to wear. Those basics are actually lacking in a lot of areas. And then also housing is something that they have mentioned. So along small business development, we just actually met with the NEA Small Business Development Center. They have business advisors that we've sent people to in the past. They're more people that can hold the hand of somebody that's trying to develop their business. So Erica Kingma was one that met with Indiana Small Business to try and just put together a business plan for the wine bar or wine room. So that was very helpful for her, she said. So we were excited to hear that. But we're working with them to do specific workshops on bookkeeping, marketing. Point of sale is something that we've heard a lot from our smaller businesses, like how do you use Square, or I think Clover's one of the other ones, and how to best use that information to increase your business. Also, employee retention is something that's challenging. Marketing and event coordination, this is something that's combined with tourism because we have events. How do we have those events, whether it's Fendig or the Little Cousin Jasper, to drive people to the businesses while they're there in town for that event? How do we make sure that people are doing cross collaboration with the businesses that we have? We're also looking at doing a small business revolving loan fund in partnership with the county, so we're excited about the possibility of that. Community engagement, Jasper County Trails is a group that we've worked with a lot. They revitalized a plan that was actually developed by JCEDO about 13 years ago, and then worked with the Community Foundation and an engineering firm to take the information as far as where trails could be located in Jasper County, and then renew that information, make sure it was still applicable. And now we're working with them to make sure that it's a part of the Jasper County comprehensive plan, that there are ordinances that kind of enshrine trails, because if you have a community that's walkable, it's a more desirable community. And it's also safer. Looking how to showcase our schools. We'd like to do a photo and media push of Jasper County to highlight who we are and what we have to offer. We are working closely with the Community Foundation and their Driving Home initiative to ensure that some of these goals align with theirs. And then, again, helping create communities where people want to live and company employees want to make home. So tourism and quality of life. Again, Jasper County Trails fits within that. The Jasper County Mural Tour, we have expanded that. And then we're also, we will have all of the murals on our website, not just like a map, but an actual photo of the mural. Information about where to go, where to shop, as far as like restaurants, dining, all of that, and then QR codes on all of the murals that will take you to more information about the community as a whole. So we'll have that done. We got it all mapped out this winter, but then we're going to put the actual QR codes with more information up this summer when it's better weather. We also just signed a contract with Placer AI, which is a data tracking tool to see how people come into your community. We're really excited about that. So that would allow us to have more information about how many people actually come to the Jasper County Fair. What about the shop and stroll? What are the number of people that come in for that, and where are they coming from, and what are the most frequented sites? It's information that a lot of our event planners and community organizations kind of know. They go out and they count cars in the parking lot, but it's not an exact science. So we're excited about being able to provide more and better information and data to them, and then also working with that information to see how they can bump up their events. And then also, this is a project that is outside Jasper County, but it will definitely affect Jasper County, and that is the Marvella Sports Complex that is going in south of Fair Oaks. We've actually been talking to them ever since it was first announced. Because of the proximity to Jasper County, they've always kept us in the discussion. So, which is good because they anticipate about 1 million people coming through there a year. So that as far as Rensselaer and DeMont, those communities will see that growth and that development. So how do we anticipate that, and how do we draw more people in just from those that are going through there? Okay, so who cares? Why is this important? We need to be proactive versus reactive. Economic and demographic shifts continually and increasingly test communities of all sizes. To stay relevant and to thrive, we have to tackle challenges and pursue opportunities in a comprehensive and creative way. So some of the ways that we specifically help Rensselaer tax abatements, we developed the scorecard that is used throughout all the communities. We present those to the council. There's preliminary, hearing, confirmatory, and then yearly approval that you guys get to say, yes, we still want to engage with that. Sites for the development, we list and submit sites for development based on inquiries from site selectors and talking with local property owners. So what makes a good site? Usually what we're seeing more recently is large amounts of land, 20 to 100 acres. Of course, they want water and sewer. Access to I-65 is usually something that bumps us up a little bit. But they also, as far as once you get further down the line, talking to a site selector, they do ask about childcare, schools, housing, and if it's in a TIF district. We are holding a TIF district workshop on March 18th. I think that was shared with all of the council, so please attend. The deadline to RSVP is March 11th. And it's basically Baker Tilly is coming. They did our tax abatement workshop that we had last year, and they're just going to come and talk about some of the best uses of a TIF. It's used to be a lot more restrictive regarding what you could use those funds for and how you could increase development with that, and the state has opened that up, so I'm excited to hear from them what they're seeing across the state and what's been successful. And then I will also be doing a property owner workshop regarding properties that would make a good site, but maybe those property owners have not been approached in the past. Maybe they don't realize what it takes to list a property. It doesn't take much. It's only if they would want to make it even easier for a developer to come in regarding if they ran the water and sewer from the road further into the property, if they had like a 100-acre parcel, or if they split it up into smaller pieces. And that's kind of what we'll walk through is, okay, you could just list your site for 100 acres and no problem. It doesn't cost anything. It's just saying you want to develop it. Or if you want to go further down the line, this is an engineer, a firm, a lawyer, people who can help you create that. So we also do the facade grant administration for the city of Rensselaer in partnership with the Redevelopment Commission. It covers the 2 blocks around the courthouse square. It's $25,000 a quarter, reimburses up to 50% of cost. And basically that's doubling the value just on the surface of your downtown. Because you think about it, you're covering 50% of the cost for renovating a building, and then they're putting in 50%. So the city is putting in 100, that's gonna double. That's huge. The building behind Fenwick's, that didn't have a roof and looked decrepit, and now it has a roof and it's going to be 2 businesses by the end of it. So that's amazing. I think that is a great program that further increases the value of the city. We are also part of the Northwest Indiana Forum. That is the regional economic development organization. So through that, Ready 1.0, our county and then 5 other counties received a grant for the ag strategy. And that basically works with local ag producers and tries to leverage what we have. We have agriculture in our community. How could we get a secondary processor, whether that's grain or if it's somebody turning milk into cheese, those types of things. And it's basically because when the state in the past, when the state was looking at economic development, they didn't really value agriculture. They just looked at the rural communities and said, well, we just want your land. But we do have incentives, products that we are making, and it's ag products. So how can we leverage what we have and create incentive packages that further increases the economic value of what we have here? There's also a rural entrepreneur guidebook that is being created. That's in partnership. It's part of our county will receive it, but it's Pulaski County that's leading that. And then for the Ready 2.0 grant application, the Rensselaer Farmers Market was something that they felt was a good option. We have not heard yet if we will formally get anything, but we are actively pursuing that and filling out all the paperwork that they require. So more about the ag strategy. I talked a little bit about how it, utilizes the ag products and the things that we have here. It started with Benton, Jasper, Newton, Pulaski, Stark, and White, and we've added Carroll and Warren because they realized the success that we were having. So it's looking at a local meat processor. These are things that are more Jasper County based, grain processor, the agribusinesses that we have, and then also CDL trainings and certifications. I met with St. Joe regarding their trainings and certifications because those are things that can be shared with the other producers and people who utilize those CDL services. The mural tour is partially funded by Jasper County Tourism Commission. It's organized by us and then the local communities or organizations that want to have a mural. So I already talked about how we're working on the branding of that and advancing it. And that's really it. Unless you guys have more specific or detailed questions for me, I'm happy to answer them.
I appreciated the email we got today that I know we sat down last year and talked about how if we wanted to do murals, kind of wanted something a little more structured, and that was well done. So I really appreciated seeing that today.
Yes.
And then we'll sit down with Cameron. I know he wants to talk about something.
Yes.
And again, I like having you guys as a central contact point for something like that.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to him one day this week. I don't remember what day it was he's going to call. But
Okay.
I'll let you know what he says.
Okay.
And then I appreciate again our efforts with Northwest Indiana Forum. Next Wednesday, Sarah and Commissioner Bontrager and I will head up to Northwest Indiana Forum just to make sure we continue to keep our names in front of them. So we are up for a new farmers market grant, and hopefully we'll get that type of funding. It was up to $1 million, I thought. You just don't want to see that go to some other community that
Absolutely. Yeah.
wouldn't use it as well as what we would.
With Ready 1.0, rural counties were overlooked, and I think that we had some friends in the State House for 2.0 that advocated a little more for us to get more money, because 500,000 split between it's the 4 rural counties that are part of the forum, so that's Stark, Jasper, Pulaski, and Newton, is not very much considering other more populated areas got millions. So they can throw us a bone on this one.
Any questions, council?
Thank you,
The
sir.
meeting that you guys are going to, are they announcing what they're
No,
choosing?
it'll be a breakfast meeting. They have them once a month,
Yes.
and it's just something that never really fit my schedule.
Yeah.
So I asked if we could all carpool and get Jasper County one group right in front of them and say, hey, let's keep moving forward. So I finally got to meet Heather Ennis
Yes.
earlier at another function. And so it's nice for us to, again, keep that line of communication open.
Yes.
So,
More visibility is good.
yeah. We'll keep trying.
Yes.
All right. Now, is there are you asking for something?
We do have our annual contribution in front of you guys, so that would be very nice if that would be approved. That's something that is sent every year. So, yeah.
I just thought you was just giving us a tour.
Yes, I also like to give tours. And I do enjoy, I have regular, now we've set up monthly meetings with the mayor, and then Noel is on our board. And then if you would like to come in or set up a monthly meeting with me, please feel free. That's been successful with some other local elected officials, as far as they're maybe not able to make some of my other meetings or events, and they just have questions, and that's fine. It's an open door.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Josh?
Is there a motion on the request for contribution to the Jasper County Economic Development?
I'll make a motion to approve the the request of $10,000 to Jasper County Economic Development.
Second.
Yeah, a motion and a second to approve the contribution request. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Sarah, for your presentation again. Next on our agenda is Resolution 042025, which is our gas tracker. Superintendent Wilson.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. Excuse me. From February of our price 0.2895 to March of 0.2406 is an increase of 0.489. We'll round it up. It's a 5-cent increase this month per 100 cubic feet.
0.0489.
0.0489.
5 cents. Make the motion.
Got a motion and a second to approve Resolution 04-2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is Resolution 05-2025, transfer of funds.
2 requests for transfer funds within Public Works and Safety for a total of $28,000 and within the Parks Department for a total of $2,250 for a general fund grand total of $30,250.
I'll make the motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 05-2025, transfer of funds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Next is a streetlight purchase request. Lead line foreman Garrett, Welker.
Thank you, Mayor. I am seeking the permission to purchase the LED lights for a mass changeout. It'll come in waves, different phases, I should say. In front of you, I put the updated and revised quote that I got this afternoon. We had a GE engineer do a light study, and he got back with us Friday afternoon. We don't need the bigger lights. The ones we have now currently will work, but we are looking to change them all out to LEDs. It's going to save the city approximately $20,000 a year. And it's going to save us, the electric department, money on maintenance, since they all have a 10-year warranty now. So, kind of a no-brainer. And HPS lighting, high pressure sodium in the bulbs, they are being phased out. Our supplier no longer carries them. That's a
Wow. That's a good joke. Will all these be used, or will we have some in stock for repairs or anything down the line?
The new lights, the LEDs,
Yes. Yeah.
they're all going to be new.
Okay. But
The new ones.
you keep some in stock?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And we'll have a supply.
Okay.
In case any of them do go bad, we can change it out and then send it off for the warranty.
How many phases?
We are looking at about 5, I think. Yes.
Is that over on the left there?
Yeah. And that can be adjusted depending on how everything's going to. We can either increase that or slow it down if need be.
Will it be brighter as well?
The LEDs will be bright, yes. They don't lose their lumens over time like the bulbs do.
Is there any grant money coming with this? Or is this all done by us?
This is done by us. It is budgeted. We have it in our capital asset plan. Like I said, we're going to be saving $20,000 a year. So warranties are 10 years. So you're looking at that. It's pretty much paying for itself and then additional light as well. From what we're paying now, currently.
And we got the money.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion, we approve the request for the LED streetlights purchase. Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the LED street light purchase request. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Motion carries.
Thank you, council.
Also, just for council's information, we have a meeting tomorrow morning with the line, with Joel, with Heather's department, and then who else is going to be there? Anyway, we want to make sure we're doing inventory control correctly on this. Again, asset management is probably one of our key things when we're doing this also. We're not sure what we're going to do with the old sodium lights. There's still a lot that goes into this, and then we'll start to approach, probably get Attorney Salmon's involved with the security light issues that we're seeing, because we have different types of security lights. So hopefully all this will get streamlined and save the city some money and provide some more light. Right. The only other one that we failed to mention is we were going to talk briefly also about State Road 114 lighting. There's been a couple people who have come to us that wanted to see some improvement in the lighting along that area. So it may be part of our plan down the future, to improve that lighting, especially if we get a walking path. All right.
That's right, exactly.
All right, moving on. Painting proposal for the gas department.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. I am asking for the council's approval to get the gas department building painted. We had 3 quotes, and we went with CertaPro painters, if that's okay with you guys, with what we sent to you guys. They were the middle of all the quotes that we had. One was extremely high, and they were just, CertaPro came in as best professional. They came down and met with us. They walked around the building with us, and they're gonna power wash all the building. They're gonna fill in all the holes, and then anything that has like major problems, like we have actually extra tin to where we could put in if they find rust spots that need to be fixed that they can't paint, and then we can fix it, and then they will try to make it blend as much as possible to where it looks all cohesive all the way through. Their quote came in at $24,550. They'll be here 3 to 5 days to do it. They said they could start in May. It is warranted for 1 year, but they leave paint left over. If there is anything that is not like major problems, they will come back. He said they will come back afterwards and fix it. They've done that before for businesses. We do have it budgeted for this year, and it was part of the plan that we met with Baker Tilly on. We already had that in there. And rough estimates, like a roof, he said, in all reality, as long as nothing bad happens, you won't have to touch the building for 20, 25 years. That's what he said.
I was trying to think how old that building was. I cannot remember when that was built, but it's old. It's been there a while.
There's three different colors of faded yellow that's on the building right now.
That used to be an old beer plant.
And then it was a birdseed plant.
Yeah. Is the metal still in good shape?
For the most part, he said yes. He said the worst part is where the guys park right now. So
That's that covered area?
no, in the open area right there. But he
where
said
it's stone underneath?
yes. But he said that's the worst part. But they will do everything, and then we're going to do some landscaping out front on our own and get rid of some broken brick and stuff like that. And get rid of that out of there.
I assume the improved drainage is also going to help.
Yes.
Is that leak all fixed up?
It will be.
It would be.
Yeah.
Are there any parts of this that we could do in-house, like the ballers at the dock and that kind of stuff?
So they will paint them and to make them look. So we had the painters paint them last year. We had summer painters, but they're going to come in and everything they're going to make it a safety yellow and make it nice and make it look nice, and everything that's white and faded, they're going to paint that white. And then we sent you upgraded pictures today just so you can get a better look. I mean, I know it looks white, but it's a light gray to dark gray.
How much you say that's on there?
$24,550.
You
You have it in your budget.
Yes, sir.
I make the motion that we get it painted.
And then, like I said, and then if they plan on putting a mural on there, he said he would work with the gentleman or lady that's going to paint that, and he will get with what paint that they have, and he will pass that on, because he's worked with people before that paint murals on their buildings afterwards, so that will also work for that too.
What are you putting on that field?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what football's gonna be about here soon. I have my ideas, but sometimes the artist does request what I would like to see.
But, yeah, and then once the drainage is done, and then the roof's been done, and then the gutter's been done, we're getting that water away, that building should last a lot longer.
25 years.
85 years. I'm like, oh,
I'll come back here in 25 years. And
I'll be checking on that, I'll make it.
So I have a motion and a second on the floor to approve painting the gas department for $24,550. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
thank you very much.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Next on is just moving the council meeting date for Memorial Day. I know it's a little far in advance, but it's scheduled for the 26th, which is Memorial Day itself. So if council approves, we'll move it to May 27th on that Tuesday right after. Probably should have a motion for that.
I'll make a motion. Change that from Monday to Tuesday, that Tuesday, then. Second. I'll make that.
Got a motion and a second to move the May 26th council meeting to May 27th. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, council. Next on the agenda is a burial rights request.
We have two requests for burial rights. One is 2 spaces in the 1955 edition and 1 space in the 2002 edition.
Motion to approve.
You say.
All right. Got a motion and a second to approve the burial rights request. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next is our claims approval. Council, how do you want to act?
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
Second.
All right. Got a motion and a second to approve the claims approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Approve the claims approval. All right. I don't have any unfinished business. Council, do you have any unfinished business or committee reports? So, the one that comes to mind is our payroll recording system. We're moving forward so slowly, but hopefully we can get to the point where we can get rid of our time cards here. Shelby, a month or so.
Yeah, we got training on it, but we kind of figured out the details of what we want.
That hopefully we'll get that here real soon. And the only other thing to update council on was INDOT did contact us about the trail system. There's quite a bit more requests for the funds that they have available for the trails. The nice thing that was recommended to us was picking up some of the engineering costs for the project, which might even speed the project up a little bit if we were to do that. We did have some positive feedback from Jasper County that they would assist us financially with this program if we were to be successful in receiving the grant. So this is hopefully something that's moving in the right direction. And as soon as I hear anything, I'll definitely let council know what's going on. All right. Other administrative comments? Shelby?
I just wanted to let you know I submitted the AFR to Gateway, so that's done for the year. And I will be doing an additional appropriation for the sinkhole that we have going on. We've got some extra TIF money that's just hanging out, so we'll be transferring that to one of our funds, and then I'll do an additional appropriation so we can use that on the project. So I'll give you more information as I have it.
Okay. Mr. Watson?
I have nothing.
Mr. Raver?
I've noticed that our reach alert signups have kind of stagnated. I would like to see more people sign up, and I don't know how we can encourage that.
Well, that too. I'm open to suggestion. If anybody thinks, please stop by the office. We can think of a way. Sarah, if there's something in your office that can think of a way.
Our reach alert signups have kind of stagnated. We're at 459. Just like ways that we can get the word out on that. Like in our business, we did put a sheet in our reception area.
Okay. Does the chamber have it in their, if they have it in their?
I'll get it to the chamber. The other thing is I think we need to get to our churches, was the other one that we talked about. That's where I got flooded. I don't know about the rest of the council, but after the boil order, I had a number of people at church who were a little older that said, hey, it'd be nice if we had something like this.
Has it been put in the water bills?
We just talked about that. We'll put that in the water bills. We haven't seen the success with the information that's getting in the water bills, though, like what we thought we would. So.
It's been on the city Facebook page.
No. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anything else? That's it. Well,
I have nothing this evening, thank you.
Kevin, I guess I don't have anything either. All right. We'll move on to superintendent's reports. We'll start with Sergeant Davis. Do you have anything for the council, sir?
Actually, I do. Can we get an update on the situation at Clark and Cullen?
Yeah, so we attempted to contact that female, the owner, just moved in there, so she hasn't received it yet, but I'll be over there first thing tomorrow to take care of that.
Is that a house?
Yes, it's a house.
One too many dogs.
Yeah. Taken 15 times.
Thank you. Attorney Sammons.
Nothing specific to report, but working on some I-65 extension things and other matters.
Okay. Josh.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing to update the council on tonight.
Really? We have one, I thought you could mention.
Oh.
Sent out a letter today, or
Oh,
tomorrow.
yes. We have a number of projects, but
Yeah.
yes, we are sending out some letters to some properties that we would like to redevelop and commission to look at purchasing so we can clean them up. So,
Good. Some abandoned places that need some attention. So thank you so much for doing that, Josh. Chief Hahn.
I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
All right. Garrett?
Thanks, Mayor. I do have a gentleman going to his apprentice school this week, so hopefully I'll give you the good news next time when you pass it.
And Wednesday you're going where?
To IMPA for the class on solar and how it can impact the community.
Which is kind of a concern for us. So appreciate you doing the research on that. Thank you. Any questions for Garrett? Bryce, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. The I-65 extension bid opening has been extended to our next council meeting on March 24th. Speaking of March 24th, we are targeting that as our start date for the Amtrak drainage. So we can try to stay on schedule for what we have on the docket for this year. We got a second bid on the Melville sewer, and the casing spacers have been ordered. We've got one more contractor that's going to be submitting a bid, and then we'll be ready to move to that next step. We did get some correspondence with the railroad, and that has all been replied to, so hopefully that's a sign that that's moving forward, and we'll get their green light. And this Wednesday is the Phase 2B and Phase 3 50% preliminary review for the upcoming project there. Updated that the crosswalk had been addressed out here on the brick streets. I did get a call this afternoon. Decorative will be back this Wednesday to address the manhole at the southwest corner of the courthouse that's got some drooping going on. I did request that they readdress the water valve and the intersection while they're here as well. All the updates on the projects.
So, speaking with Josh, is there a possibility that Melville Street getting done during spring break to alleviate some traffic issues?
Timeline is favorable to be that way, just whether or not it gets done in that time frame. Both contractors have indicated that once they get on site, they get their boring and receiving bits, that once the boring starts, they're going to run 24 hours around the clock and get this pushed through. So the total duration, depending on how much water there is and what it is that they encounter, and that, which you're well aware of. Thanks.
Any other questions for Bryce? Heather Hall.
Thank you, Mayor. We've begun the onboarding process for a new employee in the Parks Department. Her first day will be March the 24th. We placed 5 new benches at Folsom Park today, so I believe that completes all the benches that will be at the park. We are back outside getting ready for the busy season in spring and summer. Summer league registration forms are starting to come in, as well as summer help applications and sponsorship forms too. On March 27th, that will be the kickoff meeting for the comprehensive plan, and Councilman Rayburn will be the council representative on the steering committee.
I did have one question. I know we talked about flagpole at Filson. Stacey, I don't remember.
We gotta get the final budget in. We still got the arch to do and a few other things, so it's gonna come down to the final dollar amount left for that flagpole.
Okay.
It's still in the plans, but we have to get the final bills in.
And then I know I talked with Heather earlier today too, mural-wise, what you want to see also was the other question I had for that background there that you wanted. So just shoot me an idea on what you want to see before I talk with Cameron.
Okay.
And we'll make sure Sarah's in the loop.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Wilson.
Thank you. Met with Jordan Chops today on moving a gas line for potential new business downtown for the cookie place where Craig Stanch's building was at. So they're working on that right now inside, and so we're going to move that line for them. And then we're supposed to start Rose Acres next week. We finally got the okay on that to upgrade that line for them. And then 2-line RMC is done, meters hung and everything else. And then Sunset Ridge is done, and then the guys are going to start working on valves, which is a yearly maintenance that we do every year. We turn every valve in town and grease them, and if they're leaking, we dig them up and fix them.
Any questions for Todd? Joe?
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing for council this evening.
All right, any questions for Joe? Stacey, is there anything else?
No, all right, thank you.
Council, how would you like to proceed?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
There's been a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.